I got fed up. 2 days in a row, yeah, 2 whole days. 2 whole days I couldn't access a GPU on Google Cloud. I was trying to do some deep learning experiments, couldn't access a GPU on Google Cloud because they ran out of GPUs in my region. I live in Australia Southeast, and I think there's something like, at the moment, 200 or so GPUs, and so all of them were taken up. And so I could have used Colab, of course I could have used Colab, but the experiments I wanted to run were a bit outside of Colab's, exceeded what Colab can provide. That being said, do you need your own deep learning PC? By the way, this video is about building a deep learning PC. You can probably tell that from the title. Of course not. If you're just beginning, Colab is more than enough for you to get started, or the computer that you have, use it to write lots and lots of code. Or if you're planning on buying a new machine, just buy the one that you can afford and write lots and lots of code. Now, the reason why I decided to build a deep learning PC is because I've been in the game for almost 3 years now, probably, yeah, let's say 3 years. And I kept running into that issue with no GPUs being available on Google Cloud. Of course, I could have used AWS or Azure or something like that, but I'm like, no, you know what? I'm gonna have some fun. I want to build one of these things. I never built a computer before, and I wanted to build one. So that's 2 of the reasons. Partly for fun, probably the number 1 reason to do anything, and 2, because I just wanted to have a local powerful GPU that I could run. And so that's what this video is, just documenting building the actual thing. I've put together a blog post which actually details this in many different steps. This is not a guide to building your own deep learning PC. The blog post is probably better for that because it goes through different things like what hardware you'll need, or better so, because this is not, I'm not an expert at this, I'm still learning this, right? This is the first time I've built a PC. It goes through what software you'll need, what hardware you need, well, you need the hardware first, so it goes through hardware, particularly some great articles by Jeff Chan and Tim Detmers. They're all in the blog post, as well as how to install software, aka installing Ubuntu. I'm running Ubuntu on my deep learning PC. It's down on the floor, you can't really see it. And then how did I get the Nvidia drivers such as CUDA and cuDNN installed on the Titan RTX, by the way. Spoiler, that's what's coming up. Nvidia was so kind. Check out this bad boy. So thank you to Nvidia, who are currently, and you know what? It kind of saddens me that I'm showing you this now, because if you've been paying attention to the internet, although this is amazing, amazing GPU, Titan RTX, look at that. It's not in there, but very nice box built by Nvidia. They sent me this GPU, and then on September 1st, my birthday, they go and announce some incredible new GPUs, the 30 series, so the 3080, 3090. So make sure you take whatever you see in the article with a grain of salt, because the hardware Nvidia just released is so new. All the articles and resources that I've listed haven't listed the 30 series yet. And so basically they're just complete game changers in the world of GPU hardware. The Titan RTX is amazing, but if I was going to build my own PC, if I didn't have a Titan RTX, I would probably look into something like a 3080, which doesn't come out for a couple of weeks as of recording this video, or a 3090. So yeah, a big shout out to Nvidia. Thank you for the GPU. If you're gonna be running AI, computing, or deep learning, you're gonna want a Nvidia GPU. Big shout out to my friend Michael, who you'll see in the video. He helped out to build it, and a big shout out to all of the amazing people who have done the hard work. I was getting that confused with hardware. The hard work of putting together resources to help people like me build computers, build deep learning machines. I've just put them together in my own blog post, all the helpful resources that I've used. So yeah, I've got a little checklist here. Have I got everything done? Oh yeah, check the description. All the links that you need will be below. But nonetheless, enjoy this like little documentation of a bit of fun, putting together a computer from scratch and getting it running and getting... Actually, I'm not going to spoil the rest of the video. Enjoy. So, we have a bunch of boxes here. I finally decided, well actually, I've been very lucky. So one of the pain in the asses about running deep learning models on a Mac is that you can't, basically, because it doesn't have a Nvidia card. So this box is from Nvidia. Thank you so much. Apparently it has a big dog GPU in it, and I hope that's true because I haven't actually opened it yet. I got my friend Michael here. Hello. Who is the
There's no qualification. I haven't done this in years. Things will definitely go wrong. So.
Apparently Michael has built some computers in the past. I've never built a computer. I did work at Apple as a genius, but Apple computers are very different to all of this stuff. Like, it was actually a really fun process looking up what a computer takes. So hopefully I've got the right things. Like, this is a motherboard. This is a RAM. This is a CPU. See? And here's a keyboard. And there's probably an address on some of these boxes, so you might have to blur that out.
You might need an extra one of these when we get frustrated and
So yeah, I think this video is going to be basically some form of, there's a time lapse of building this PC. Hopefully it works, and then I'll include at some point the resources that I use that you can check out if you want to build your own deep learning PC. So Michael's going to help me with the hardware, and then the 4 days of debugging is on me, right?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
All right, let's get this big boy open.
Yeah.
There we go. It is well packaged. It had to come all the way. I believe it came from, where's it got? Singapore. Probably made in China, right? Yeah. A lot of shipping is, that's a very important point if you're building anything or unboxing anything. Sharp knife. All right. Please be a GPU. Oh, I think it is. Holy crap. Alright, there we go. This is not going to be one of those like real neat unboxing videos. This is going to be a hacker style unboxing video. Boom. Titan RTX. Built by Nvidia. This is, I'm not going to lie, this is a premium quality box.
Very nice.
We've got some tape here. Boom. You ready? Has it got that 7-second delay? Ooh.
Very
Hopefully
nice.
it fits in.
Very nice. That's it.
That looks pretty cool. What do you reckon?
That's nice.
Should I just get a necklace?
I think you just gotta leave it on the wall.
I need a necklace.
Yeah.
And I've got a GPU, dog. Okay, so that's a very shiny part. All right. That was the main thing. I think unboxing a motherboard and fan probably isn't as exciting as this, but yeah, this is a Titan RTX. Now the reason why you need Nvidia GPUs is because basically all of the deep learning libraries require CUDA. Is that correct? Am I saying the right
Pretty
things?
much,
Yeah.
yeah.
And
all the useful ones, yeah.
yeah, all the useful deep learning libraries require CUDA, and Nvidia basically have a monopoly over that. So yeah, they're the AI chip.
Yeah.
Until someone who's
until
AMD or Intel,
AMD
what are you
builds some
doing?
Usable drivers, yeah. CUDA is it.
I did see a very long thread on how to make your Mac deep learning capable, but
How long was it?
very long. So what? How do we go about this?
So we'll start with motherboard, RAM, CPU.
Put them together.
Yeah. Let's pull that out.
Now I remember at Apple we had to not touch parts. Is that a thing? You have to stay grounded.
Yeah, we should really, align our chakras, stay grounded with the universe, and then get going. But
this is a motherboard. Very novice
out.
here. Man, this thing's big. Look at that. Like that's too big. That's a big card. I've never held like a computer part like this. This is really cool. How does that go back in there?
I can just see this.
Okay.
Alright, no, keep that, because
Keep
we'll
that.
put the board on it. It's a little bit softer than the table.
Board.
Alright, so go and touch something metal.
Metal.
Over there. Something that touches the ground. Go and touch your
What?
your
Is this real?
No, behind the curtains. Yeah, touch it just to
door.
ground yourself. Yeah.
I'm grounding myself.
Yeah, perfect.
From here?
No, just come on over. Look, there's a small chance it's gonna fail, but whatever. We've done our due diligence.
Yeah,
If you
there
fry
was
chips, it's
a
not
video we watched in an Apple training seminar. It was called The Dangers of ESD, and it was some real like old school video. And as this guy's like, ESD will break your computer chips. It's like this one guy touching, and it's like then it zooms in, microscopes, and the chips like fried.
Right.
Anyway, Oh, that's
You
an
can
insight
get
to
handy
Apple
little,
training.
little.
That's what we wore.
Yeah.
So we've got
Alright.
motherboard.
Yeah.
Now.
You ready to roll? Pull it out. All right.
Oh, pulling it out. Yeah.
Yep.
Jesus. See, when I look at these things, I just think I'm such.
Hang on, lift it up.
Boom. When I look at these things, I just think I'm such a absolute monkey because look how many. Like I just write Python code, man.
Yeah.
and somehow it works on this. That still fascinates me. CPU.
I think so.
CPU. This is an Intel 10th Gen Core i7. There's a great article. I'll link it at some point in this video where I read. Actually, there's a website called PC Part Picker which you can like put all these together. I'm pretty sure all of these parts work together, and the people at the computer shop told me they would. So let's trust them. Oh, I never actually. Look how small it is. That's it.
Yeah.
That's the brain of your computer. How long you reckon until we're neural linked?
I don't know, man. Soon.
Elon reckons.
Yeah, this-
When do you reckon, Elon?
Get it going, Elon.
So do I literally just put it in there?
Yeah. So we don't want to touch the chip as much as we can. So you want to see this little thing here? This holds
latch.
this down. Yeah. So push it down, pull it across, and then let it go up from the outside.
Yes.
Yep.
Boom.
Now I think these new
Remove?
ones. I think you remove it before. Yeah, remove. Pull it off now. Yep.
Just like that?
Oh, yeah. Pull that off.
Oh.
Cool.
Hey.
Now, when you try and so there's a little pointer in one of the corners. So in this corner, and there's a corresponding pointer on the board. So it should go in
That
a specific
pointer?
point. Yeah, that should be it.
Oh.
So
I don't know if you can see that. Apparently there's it's like on your car when you go to fill it up with petrol. It tells you where the fuel cap is. So it's a square. No way, this is just gonna slot in there. Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
It doesn't click. Like, oh.
Oh, fuck, you broke. I was just kidding. I was like, this is it's in.
We did it. All right, now install TensorFlow. Pip install.
Yeah. All right.
What do we reckon next?
Next thing I would.
RAM?
Before we put the RAM on, let's put the cooler on
Cooler.
because it gives us a bit more room to move.
We have a black edition. You know, I was looking at all these PC builds, and for some reason, we were saying this before, a lot of like PCs are like obsessed with red, grew, green light, like red, grew, and green lights. But I was like, nah, I just want it dark, blacked out, man.
Yeah.
I just want it, because if this thing is going to be running in this room,
So where is it?
overnight?
Where are you putting it?
I don't know.
Under the bed.
I haven't decided, man. I was actually looking at a little pad today, actually, with 2 bedrooms. One to actually sleep in, and then potentially another one to have as a home office. We have the Cooler Master. Oh, that sounds like screws. Oh my god, that looks like it.
This is the fun part. Yeah.
All right, that's a mess. But oh, this is bigger than I thought.
Yeah.
Is this actually how big that has to be?
Has to be. You can get smaller ones, but
Yeah.
it looks to be a good one. So now we have to figure out how to mount the thing.
Yeah.
Because once we go to the backing plate, you want to screw this into the backing plate so that it holds the backing plate on.
Yep.
So I would put your proper and then
It's so
multi-function.
yeah, it works. You know, I miss building things with my hands. I was thinking that the other day. Something with my hands.
Why don't you build
you
a
can
mechanical
slide them.
So if you turn it over,
Oh, there's the clip. I use a keyboard too much. I need
these
to.
little slots.
Yes.
So put them all in the middle one.
This is how it's done.
How many hours do you reckon you spent looking for parts for this thing?
Oh. Like, longer than I wanted to.
Yeah.
But I kind of got into it. Like,
Yeah.
see, when I first started, I was like, oh, this is real tedious. Why isn't there just like some straightforward guide on how I just like ordered these parts? But then I got into it, I'm like, oh, okay, there's a kind of
You get why
an art form of why everything gets put together in a way it does. Because working at Apple, I was like, well, there's only like 6 different combinations of motherboard and keyboard. Okay. Now I think there's thermal paste on the CPU. That's...
Alright, so...
And then we plug this in.
So to do this, you basically, just before we do... So which way is this going to go? This is going to go top to bottom, yeah?
Yeah.
Like that?
The fan can go on any side, right?
You probably want it on this side going out the back of the case, but I think it'll go, yeah, either way.
Oh, is that the back of the case? Hey, I don't know these things.
And he's got an RTX.
I told you.
Are you sure you need this GPU?
I just write code for these things, alright? Far out, man.
Is that the... Oh my god.
Is that the... I hadn't seen that before.
Do you know what the back of a computer looks like?
I do now. I didn't know that what it looked like from this side of it.
Because before we put this, once we put this thermal paste on, once this hits it, it'll spread.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal if you have to pull it off and redo it, but let's just make sure that these are
Lined up.
the right distance. That looks good. And
Cue epic music.
so does that.
No, we need to save the epic music for when it gets powered on.
Yeah. You swap lenses then.
Alright, so
Thermal paste?
it's easier than you think. You just want to put a dollop right in the center.
Yeah.
Oh,
I've applied thermal paste before.
you done
This is one of the most important parts of the computer you've done before, but...
Yeah, I have. We just want a dollop?
Yeah.
Like are we...
a rice grain.
Like a...
rice grain. Oh.
To try and get it in the center. Probably
Close
a little
enough.
bit more, a little bit more.
That's
Not too much, but
it comes out like
that's
a
all.
banana.
That's enough. Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah. Just even it so that it's
Look at that.
gonna go in all
What
directions.
an artist.
The camera is not focusing at all. There we go.
What an artist.
The whole time.
It's like you're icing a cake.
That looks terrible.
That's a beautiful wedding
There's gonna
cake.
be people commenting.
I'd
this,
get
so
married
that's
to
terrible. All right.
I probably already am. Alright, what are we doing?
Now here you go.
Put it on?
So turn it around so that Cool Master
Yeah.
faces up right.
I want all the text facing the right way. That's very important when building a computer. Christ.
So tip it so that put the back 2 screws in first.
Yeah, great idea. You're guiding me. It's like we're making pottery together. Hold
I'll be
me.
your Patrick Swayze.
Hold me. I think that's sitting in.
Cool. All right. So now you just got to screw it down.
Holy goodness.
Just rest
So-
of the camera lens on the RTX.
So go about half. Like get it in.
Hey, don't
You've done this before.
Don't treat the RTX like that.
So don't go the whole way down. You just want to basically get the thread in.
It's spring loaded, so I have to use a bit
Yeah,
more
you'll need
oomph than
to.
usual. Maybe I'll try this one. Alright.
Look at that big dog. It's like a high rise.
Cooler Master, yeah it is. Okay.
So next thing, I think probably RAM and hard drive.
Don't worry
Is
about
there
the
anything
fan
else
yet.
here? Yeah, because your fan, you probably
just
want to put
clip
your
on.
RAM in there first before you put
You
your
know what? I might
What do
upgrade
you
some
think,
RAM later, but I got 32 gigs. Hopefully that's enough. See, the rule of thumb I found out with RAM and GPU is to at least match your VRAM with your normal RAM. So as in 24 gigs of memory on the Titan RTX, this big dog, 24 gigs of video memory. At least match it with your RAM here. So this is two 16GB sticks totaling 32. We have 4 slots. We could go up to 64 if we kept going with this. I'm pretty sure the max you can get 32 sticks, maybe.
You can.
You get
It's
64
probably
as
it's
well.
more about your motherboard than anything. I think I don't know. I'd say the max for a lot of them is 64 gig per
I
slot.
like that. I
maybe
really
32.
like that box.
PC's done, but can we get a look at this box?
Just waiting for this to go into your.
I won this knife from a steak eating contest.
How many? How'd you win?
A kilo steak, I think.
Big dog's
That's
got
what
that
that
microbiome test picked up.
Too much protein, man. Hey,
Go the other way. Flip it because I'll fall out.
I am wearing a yoked shirt. Yoked.
You still training at the moment?
Yeah, bro.
Backyard?
Yeah, backyard. There's a new gym opening up in Sandgate. Just doing heaps of jiu-jitsu. So let's go.
So they'll only go in one way. So
we're getting the ram in. Ram in the ram. Dude, this reminds me of an old...
So hang on. So see the slot in the ram?
Yeah, it's to other side. That's alright. See, some of me likes that, you know, with this US... Actually, no, I'd prefer it if it was both ways.
So push them down, keep going down. So push both down and then push one corner harder than the other. It'll click in. There you go.
Oh, that was really satisfying. This reminds me of the old Nintendo...
So put that one in the black slot.
The back one?
They're on the same channel, yeah.
Oh, this one?
Yeah. So that way, even though you got two sticks of RAM, the motherboard will dress.
They're different colours. See, that's a little tidbit. That's what you get from experience.
There you go.
Experience is talking there. Remember those Nintendo 64 cartridges?
Yeah.
This reminds me of that.
Remember how you could get the vibrating ones?
The rumble packs.
Yeah.
And to always fix your game, you would just go and put it back in.
Even though that
did not work.
It's like the pedestrian buttons.
That made it worse. Yeah. They're just placebo. They don't do anything.
I don't want to believe, because I still walk up to some of them and go, I'm certain that I'm making a difference here. It's not true.
Well, if you think you are you? Is that good enough? Not in most cases, but all right. We have the RAM in. Yay.
All right. Now, before we do anything else, let's chuck the hard drive in, or the SSD rather.
SSD, yes. I do have an actual hard drive too. I have it 1 terabyte, 970. Get the knife in there. Beautiful.
How many megabit per second read and write speeds on this, Dan? Yes.
970.
They're pretty quick these days.
970. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think they're a lot. 2,000. 2,300 maybe. Oh wow. That's cool. Nice and tiny.
Very little.
We have that there. See, that also perplexes me that there's 1 terabyte on that, yet you'd get the big dogs over here, which were like barely 500 gigs a few years ago. Alright, so where does this slot in there?
So you've got 2. I don't actually know if there's any difference. There's M2 MSB, M2 ASB. I think it doesn't matter, but I'd probably put it in... Only thing is heat.
Flip a coin.
That's where your card
GPU
is going to be. So I'd probably put it further away from your card. Less heat.
Can't really avoid not touching this thing. Slot it in, mate. Slot it in. This only goes in one way too. Hold on.
Up the top.
Oh, right up the top. Wow.
Now, before you do, I think you've got to pull that screw out first, yeah?
That would help.
Do you want a little one? There you go.
Oh, this one's fitting. Thank you. This is fun.
It's good fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
You get in a state of flow doing this. I used to see how fast I could build them. I get down to about 35 minutes fully together. For a low-end PC.
Wow.
Yeah.
What were you building them at a shop or what?
Yeah, I worked at a computer store, so basically repairing machines, doing on-site work, and building new ones. Basically.
That's sick. Mr. Robot.
Something like that, yeah. No, it was good fun. And then I'd sit on Reddit and bodybuilding.com all day. And
wait for jobs to come in. Okay.
Cool.
We now have, that's progress. So we have fan, RAM, CPU, hard drive. or at least one of the hard drives. I'm not sure how that other one fits in. This is a SSD drive. We've got a 3 terabyte. So 1 terabyte SSD drive and a 3 terabyte hard drive that I'm not gonna move around, but it's in there. All right.
Cool.
So my understanding of that is that you want this, let's just put it this way, it's 2020, you want an SSD drive to boot off, to load all your stuff really quickly. Moving parts, just don't worry about that. Have that for your like long-term storage, but this is the stuff you want to access quickly.
Or your Rick and Morty episodes on that.
Cool. Where to next? Dude, this is so good. Thank you so much.
No worries, man. No worries. It's fine. I haven't done this in years either.
I'd be watching a video and just being like, what do I do now?
So next thing, I reckon, let's chuck this bad boy back on. You'll have to figure out how to...
You ready to get lost? I'm hypnotizing you. Ooh.
Boy, you tripping. So you probably want this...
like that.
Yeah, so you probably want to put it so that, so this fan should go in up here. See that slot there? That's your CPU fan. So you probably want this to keep it neat, like that.
Yep.
So what you'll want is then, let's chuck these, I don't know how this worked before. Do you remember how this went on?
Yeah.
Don't worry about plugging it in yet.
Put it there. And then it like kind of hooked in here. And then hooked in there.
There you go.
Sweet.
Cool.
Looking good.
So, cable. Let's make this pretty.
Yep.
So let's take this off. And you know how this is done like once or twice?
I like the way you say pretty.
Real pretty. You're real pretty looking.
Real pretty, that's what we want. We want a real pretty machine. We want it to look as good on the inside as it does on the outside.
So, do you want to get that and put it around here, that little tie?
Oh, the tie?
Yeah,
put it back on.
It's all. I agree.
Got it. Beautiful. Slot it in. This is always the most funnest part of when you got a cable lined up and you just clicked it. If I could get this.
Alright, is it in?
You've said that too many times and I know what I want to say.
I can't feel it.
I want to keep this channel PG. Even though we've got this sexy beast on here.
You don't pick that up one time.
The pins.
The shoulder.
Yeah, there's a little clip. There's a clip at the side.
That'll guide it in.
Guide it in. Seriously, mate, you wanna put your veteran hands in there because I think I'm gonna one hit.
He's gonna push a bit more. It'll take a little bit. There's a bit of friction.
Yeah. All right.
Just pull this, so we don't want that getting in the fan, but it looks like that's come undone. But all right, that'll do for now.
Yeah.
That's all right. All right. So now all the key things are on the board. Now we want to get it into the case before we put the card or anything else in it. Sound good?
Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna need to clear all the shit off the bench.
All right. Seamless transition. So now the desk is nice and clean. We have the case. So yeah, apparently we put this in the case now. We have shout out to the dude at the computer store who recommended me. I'll just open it from here. Who recommended me this case? I was trying to look for one that looked nice and simple, you know, just blacked out. Hopefully it's got a glass wall. Hopefully it's not broken. Because as I said at the start, there were all those red, green and light up options. That just ain't me, man. Let's get this down here.
Go round, maybe?
Ah, here we go. Beautiful. I'm gonna have a lot of rubbish. Oh. Alright. Look at this big dog. This is actually real nice. Oh, it is dented. Oh.
There you go.
No, that's memory dents. Do you see? You reckon things will still fit?
Everything will still fit, but you've got a big dent.
Look at that. You saw that live in the flesh. That wasn't me, surely.
No.
That's been
It did come in Oz Post, but there were no dents in the box.
Australia Post.
I don't think it was
Come
Oz
on, mate.
Post.
That's terrible.
Look at that.
Oz Post.
Maybe we can unscrew it and like bash it in from there. I actually don't mind that because it's come with
A
like
bit of character.
Yeah, it's a bit of character. It's been through the wars. Like it's already it's already been through a challenge and it's going to go through another of us putting that inside it. Let's see if it still works. First of all, we
the
think
side off. Let's have a look at the inside.
First of all, we think that the fan might not fit. Now it might not actually fit because the case is tinted. Alright, boom. What should we build, mate? We need to actually use this to build something.
What do you mean? Like a project?
Yeah, and not just play Minecraft.
I don't know.
We could build
You
a
can build a
Minecraft
house in
wall.
Minecraft. You can build. Have you seen some of those videos of people making like computers in Minecraft?
No.
I'm pretty sure someone actually did. Someone
Made
make
a
a neural
Turing
net?
machine.
Yeah.
Someone might have made a neural net inside Minecraft. Yeah, they copy the architecture of like CPUs from like the 80s in
What?
Minecraft.
And
And
build it
it's
with
like
what?
20
Like-
hertz or something. Because you can make switches and like.
So Minecraft, there's
Wires
like
and stuff.
wires and stuff.
So they build like a Turing machine.
Yeah.
It's literally a computer, and they even have a screen. So they've built like a graphics,
GUI.
a GPU, so that it displays things on a screen. Like the same architecture that you build a
Dude,
GPU.
people
It's
need
insane.
to find like the most hardcore Minecraft devs and like hire them as engineers.
Pretty cool.
That's pretty well dented. I just tried to undent it and it's not going out. See? I'm not sure if you can see it, but it's well dented. You see it from the top
There's quite a bit of bend in this.
and then from there. Look, so this is straight out of the packaging. Look, I don't really care. I did say I wanted it to look as nice on the outside as the inside, but
Well, that's gone out
let's,
the window.
let's be real. I'm a bit dented too. So
What do you
Does
want to
this
do?
go
Are
in?
you happy to?
yeah,
Alright.
well, we can't do much else. Like it's busted.
Okay. So first things first, I probably throw the power supply in first.
Oh.
So before we do, take the cape thing off the other side as well, because we'll
Oh,
run
this comes
cables
off too?
behind. Yeah, we'll try and keep it parity. Inside.
Here we go. Now we're getting real. Now it's actually starting to look like a computer for me.
This.
I remember being like, as a kid, like this was a computer. I didn't think about anything that was inside it. Like it was just this box. Like you push start on the box and it works.
The fan's on. Alright,
Boom,
chuck that
boom.
down there.
Going into the computer rooms in year 8 and just playing stick cricket and Halo.
Oh, stick cricket, that was good, wasn't it? Alright,
Alright.
so first
Power
things
supply?
yeah, we want to put some power supply in. So before so pull this out. So that's hang on. Yeah,
Ooh.
like this.
Little storage?
So this is where your hard drives go.
No way.
Like that.
What? This is cool. There's a lot of screws here. Oh geez, Rick.
So
PS.
yeah. Power supply.
One we prepared earlier. Haha. Now again, this is a 750. Going off the advice of the young gentleman at the computer store who said 750 watts should be enough.
Famous last words.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a decent brand though. The VGAs are good.
Really?
Yeah.
That's exactly what he said. He's like, well, if you go an EVGA, like a 750 should be enough.
Because a lot of the cheaper ones, they say 600 or whatever, but they're actually only good for 450. Because if your power supply is dodgy, you can fry
Your whole.
Yeah, you don't want to skimp out.
Well, what does this say? Does this say gold standard? Gold power supply. It's gold and it's G+. That's all we want on here. My computer is G+. It's like what's that? Gold standard whey?
True.
Optimum nutrition.
It's a G unit.
I remember when I was getting into bodybuilding, that was the best whey protein. And I still am.
It was.
Shit, man. Yoked, man. That's the rule. If you're gonna be coding Python, you gotta be rocking Pythons. Okay,
They even give you
we should just build one of these every week.
Why not?
It's like a cooking show.
Nothing better to do. Yeah, let's just get everyone to send their RTXs. And
Yeah.
we'll build them for them.
Promise, it'll work. And your damaged cases, we take all kinds of goods. You'll find the address in the description. Seriously, is this going to come out? Oh,
Go.
there's a tag.
Yeah.
There we go. Haha. I've done this before.
Go.
See, this is a fancy unboxing show. We need that top angle. I'm going to come in here, real high. There we go. That actually looks pretty cool, actually.
Very cool.
I said actually twice. 750. Another fan. I'm noticing there's a lot of fans. We got 2 on the RTX, which is in its little box.
Also, lots of sexy cables.
Oh.
Very nice.
Damn. EVGA, is that the brand? EVGA, Supernova. This cost me money, but I'll give you a shout out anyway. Boom, boom, boom. Look at that. This is actually probably, aside from the RTX, this is my favourite part so far.
It's going to look great.
I mean, I suppose that if without this, none of it runs. Energy is your most valuable resource. See, this is a philosophical channel as well as a tech channel.
For like all of 2.5 seconds. Yeah, that's it. All right.
Yeah, some philosophy in there. All
Back
right.
to Pythons. Just pull all that shit out.
We need all this.
Yeah, we won't use all of it, but
There's a lot of, like there's about 18 cables here.
there'll be some left over. Yeah.
You need cables, bruh? Alright, power supply. Done. PC.
All right. So let's put the power supply in.
This
So it
video
should go
might
in
turn
like
out
that,
to be
I reckon.
4 hours long.
It probably will. We certainly will. Take the sticker off the. Well, there's a sticker on there, I think. Unless you want to leave it on. But
Keep it shiny.
perfect.
Where does this go?
So it should go in like that. Oh, actually, like that, I think. So there's a spot for your fan.
Oh, that is cool. Alright, look, that seems like it's in. Oh, that's much better.
Just need a bit of.
Just need a bit of oomph.
Give it a bit of love.
Oh, it's bent down here too. This
Ah.
case is warped, man. Look at that. That's how it came. Who's this brand? I don't know if
Silverstone. These are actually
Silverstone.
good cases.
Yeah.
Someone's.
I think it just might have been rough handled in the post. Like, I remember. I'm not gonna actually. I worked in a postal service once.
Yeah.
Hey, you want this box? Whoop.
So notice these little risers here.
Yeah.
So we've got to put 9 of those in.
9.
Yeah. So you'll see that there's already 4, and
Yeah.
then they don't put the
There's
others
2
in
here.
because if you have so there's 2. So we have to put the other 3 in. So we've got to put these 3 here.
Yep.
So chuck those in. So there'll be 3.
All right.
There'll be a few more in there.
See, that's tricks of the trade. You just don't know. Wait. There's 4 here. These are risers.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Dude, this is like I feel like we're a vet And like this is our animal.
The carcass that we're trying to revive.
We're trying to. Don't worry, buddy. We're putting you back together. We'll get you out of here.
It just might be a while. Clearly been, how to get... Oh no, that's the top.
Got hit by a car.
Is that another... Yes.
The dent is so big. Okay, so we've hit a roadblock. There's a massive dent on the bottom and the top. We had a little discussion. Do we want to replace the case? You know what? We're going to push forward. We're going to get this build done, broken case or not, because we want progress, not perfection. There's a bit of there's a bit of philosophy for you. Yeah, I should have warned you about that cliche. Let's get this in here. We're putting the heart back in you, Denty. Bring you to life. Look at that. That actually went in way easier than I thought. Plenty of space.
So chuck it in. There you go. So get the back plate lined up. Looks good.
Look at that.
It's not even bent. It works.
We've got some I/O coming out the back. Yes.
Alright. Now, you screw it in. So,
yeah. Line up these holes.
Yeah. Easy. I think use these ones.
These ones?
Yeah. Oh, I'm trying to remember.
I think these ones look better.
Oh fuck, I'm trying to remember.
Just guess and check.
I don't think it actually makes that much of a difference.
Which one says 9? The last screw. The motherboard's going in. Look at that, mate. Progress.
Done.
We're on. Still got so much to go. Hold on. Where is it?
No,
I like that sound. Drat.
Alright.
What are you telling me it doesn't work yet? What have we got now, boss?
Next thing, cables. Before we put the card in, because once you got that card in, it's going to be a bit of a pain in the ass to get everything in.
Yep.
So we'll plug all the motherboard in, and then we'll do the graphics card at the end.
Sweet. So tip it back up?
Yeah, tip it up. Now, so let's do these one by one. So do this one first because it's the widest, so it needs to have a clear path so you can get the case back on. So this one has to go up here, I believe. Do you want to have a look on the other side? Is it the middle, this one or the middle one, which is better?
Probably the top.
Yeah.
But 6 to 1/2 dozen the other.
No. Go up the top. I'm going to make it look decent. Because you'll actually see this. So.
Fish on. Fish on.
Alright.
This is good teamwork. Thread it through to me, brother.
This, you should be able to go up here.
Look at all this. They've thought of everything here. Oh no, there's 2 slots here.
Okay, so put it to do the one to your right, the 4.
They're both 4.
Oh, hang on. Oh, did you? Yeah, okay, so hang on, you've got this one too. That's VGA. Hang on, where's the other CPU? There should be another CPU. Here you go. So they split though, right? So you need to put 12 in and you've got 16. So there's 4, 4, 4, 4.
Yep.
So chuck both of those in the one on the right. If you put them together, it'll make the 8 to go in.
Yep.
And in this one, we'll just use 4 of it.
Oh my gosh.
Can you get away with
just having one in there?
Or just that much? No, you'll need it to come through. There you go.
We're in.
Only one of those will go in.
Yep.
No, 4.
That's so confusing. Look at the concentration. Am I poking my tongue out yet? I need a hat backwards here.
Like fringe, you're losing light.
Like I'm put. Come on, man. It's like that Keanu Reeves scene where he's hacking and he's just like, come on, man. Oh, we got one. Oh, I slipped out. It's so hard.
The amount of innuendos in this. In your rando.
Oh no, they both slipped out. Hold on.
So what do we got that we need to put on there? So you want to start at the bottom and then do the top row last.
Yep.
So I would start with the power LED. So you've got a power LED plus, power LED minus. Looks like you've got 2 power LED minus, so I guess just do both. So I'd probably do this one, leave a gap between them and do these. So I'd do them like that. So the minus on the bottom right hand corner.
You want to hold that?
Yeah. Perfect.
Yes.
All right.
We got them in.
So your power switch now works. All right, that's those. All right.
Another amazing transition.
Look at go button.
This monitor is actually very sleek. I'm very stoked with this. So that was on. So now what are we checking? The post?
Is the monitor on?
On.
Well, monitor
Now,
works.
power.
Yep.
Moment of truth, you ready? 3, 2, 1. I see some lights. We got a spinning fan. That's tick, and they got some lights down here. Does red mean go?
Hopefully.
English? Yes.
Is there any output? No, no HDMI signal.
There we go.
Oh, we've got.
We're on.
We're on.
It's on!
There's live.
CPU fan.
All right.
That's cool. I've never seen that before.
Easy mode.
Easy money.
It's your life. There you go.
Easy money, baby. Easy money. There, we're good. We're
All right.
good.
System
coming to life.
works, right? So now we just
32
got
gigs of RAM, everything's there.
Intel i7 1070K, 10700K.
perfect. So now
Fish on.
for the fun stuff. That
The GPU.
that monster, yeah.
The big dog, the bling.
Right there.
Alright, let's get this big dog over here.
Alright, let's turn this bad boy off. That is a nice screen. And
The Titan.
alright, so we'll unplug this.
Move the monitor.
Yep.
We don't need that anymore for now. Alright, moment of truth. That's just a mosquito? Like,
Yeah.
you bit me on the face. Alright, actual moment of truth. We skipped forward a little bit. The motherboard's in, the cables are managed. Now, this is actually a big doll. This is a work of art. I'll probably put on the screen at some point the specs of this thing. It has a lot of flops, I know that. Okay, there we go. Look at that.
God. You gotta peel that plastic back, dog.
Where, here?
Yeah, there's plastic there, dog. Wait.
Oh.
The plastic porn.
Oh. God, that's good.
I like that smell. I don't know what it is. I like
So
that smell.
satisfying.
Yeah, okay.
How many outputs? What are there? 3 display ports and an HDMI.
Oh my god. Look at that. It's like a giant golden candy cane.
Yeah, this
Is
is
this from the future?
this is unreal. Let's put it in.
A black hole's gonna shoot out the front of it as soon as you jack it in.
Does it just clip in? Hold on. We're not over there.
Oh, hang on. Before you do, sorry. Watch out.
Yep.
Come back in.
Oh, prick.
Oh no, we're good.
Do they pop out?
They just like, yeah, clip off. There you go. Alright.
Slot it in. Boom.
Titan.
The Titan. Look at that. Get a close up of that one. The Titan. I got a fingerprint on it.
Ruined. Little white gloves out.
Yeah. Okay, now, do we screw this in?
We do. There you go. And put this in as well.
Boom, boom. This one go there?
Yeah, yeah. God, that looks good.
Now
you just need another one.
I just need two. I just need two, alright? So, Shannon, big shout out to Shannon. Thank you from Nvidia. I'm probably going to be reaching out soon for another one once I make good use of this one. Don't you worry, I will. Okay, 24 gigs of VRAM ready to go. We plug this in.
Yep, couple cables.
Dual power. We gotta go. Plugged in. What should be the benchmark? How could I test this?
How quick can you train?
CFAR 10 or something?
Yeah.
Because I can't do ImageNet. that's going to take too long. What's that, like 5 days?
You're going to get a video next week.
Yeah. Alright, where does this one go?
So we'll, what do we want to do with these cables? We're going to handle those later.
Yeah. But look at that.
Alright. Do you want to plug it into the
Monitor.
Yeah.
I think that's thumbnail right there.
Hold on.
Make it look nice and neat. Look at that action. That is some seriously good looking inside of a computer. You know what I was saying before, I was never really into PCs, but now I'm looking at this. I've been an Apple fanboy for a few years. I'm looking at this. This is pretty sleek. Now you got to put this on. Do we need to check that this turns on or anything? Or
that's a good idea.
Yeah.
But
keep this off for the time being.
I guess. Yeah.
We'll keep this off for the time being. I mean, it looks good naked.
It does.
So plug it back in.
Even with big dent on top.
And dog hair.
Look at that. Look at that Denty.
Already got dog hair.
We thought about taking it back, but we're keeping the dent. Look. See? That's alright. Brand new computer,
Time is
already
more
dented.
valuable
Yeah.
Anyway.
There's some more philosophy for you. Time is your most valuable asset. So let's get this sleek back up in here, and then we don't have much footage left on the camera, so we're probably gonna time lapse or time travel to when we power back on. Okay, so the camera's about to die, so we don't have much time. So this better work. Oh, it lights up! It lights up, dude! Oh, that's sick!
It works, it lives.
It lives. Boom, we're on, look at that.
Awesome.
Smart fan, 32. CPU temp, 34. That's good. System temp. Are we on?
I think we're on.
We're fish on.
Yes, good job, brother. Did it.
Alright, now to
Now for the fun part. Good luck.
load some software, which I've never done before, and then that's it. Load some software and then get it running.
I love that. That's cool.
That looks sleek. It doesn't have the panel on yet.
And do you want to
Oh yeah.
do some?
Okay, so we got the hardware's done. Now we're onto the software. We got some progress here. Here we're loading. We've got a little boot drive. So there's a keyboard, mouse, USB stick. We're following this little guide to install Ubuntu. I just tried to use this mouse on the Mac, so I'm running two computers here. Here we go. Prepare to install Ubuntu. Let's come over here. Install Ubuntu. Yes, I would like detect keyboard layout. Please press one of the following keys. R, Z, no. It's not a Russian keyboard. Continue. Normal installation. Yes. Oh yes. Here we go. Erase disk and install Ubuntu. Yes, there's nothing on here at the moment. Install it on, this is what I want it to do. So I've got 2 hard drives. I want to install it on the SSD, I believe. Install. If you continue, the changes listed will be overwritten to this. Continue. Ooh, where am I? Brisbane. Your name. Daniel. Choose a password. Weak password. Too bad. Welcome to Ubuntu. Yes. Alright, so that is installing there. I believe the next thing after that is to test it out. Once I've got an operating system on here, I've chosen to use Linux. I'll get a web browser and a terminal. And then I should be able to install Conda through the terminal and get an environment running, and then we can test it out. Oh yeah, look at that little cat. Installation complete. Ready to start the computer to use your new installation. Restart now, thank you. Oh, look at that. There we go. Ubuntu. Daniel. That is me. Thank you. Password. Oh, we're gonna... Look at that! So cool. Now, this isn't connected to the web yet. So, we got Firefox. We got Thunderbird Mail, files. Beautiful. Is there a terminal? How do I open up terminal? We have some great news. After a few hours of troubleshooting, it looks like we've got a GPU running on here. So I went through a great article on here, installing TensorFlow with CUDA and cuDNN GPU support on Ubuntu 2004. So I have the latest version of Ubuntu as of the recording on here, 2004. So long story short is, once you install TensorFlow, like by just going like pip install TensorFlow, you still need to, if you're installing it on a fresh machine, install CUDA drivers. I'm not going to go into what CUDA is, but basically it's what allows TensorFlow to be run on your Nvidia GPU. So I went through a whole bunch of documentation here of how to get this started. There's some great threads on Ask Ubuntu. I'll link all of this in the description below, I'll probably put together my own article of how I got this set up, because it did take a few hours of troubleshooting. But long story short, I've now got a test environment set up. Got a little Jupyter notebook running. I created a Conda environment, installed TensorFlow, installed the CUDA packages required to run TensorFlow on the GPU. And now if we look here, Nvidia SMI. So when I first got this environment running, this was not showing anything, running Nvidia SMI. There's my Titan RTX, boom, 24 gigabytes of GPU memory, very stoked. It also, that's what's running on there. So now if I import TensorFlow as TF, TensorFlow version 2.3.0. Now, this little command here, tfconfig list physical devices GPU, is going to show you how many GPUs you're running. If I was running multiple GPUs, it would come up, it's 0 index, so it would be, say I had 2 there, it would be 0, 1. So if I create this variable, that's going to be on the GPU. I've already downloaded some data to try it out, because that's what you got to try out, right? And there's another command here, TensorFlow, to test if your TensorFlow version is built with CUDA. So if I copy this, copy, I'm still getting used to this keyboard layout, by the way. So this would appear true if it's built with CUDA. If it appears false, this little command, your TensorFlow version is not built with in the way that it can utilize a GPU. So you want this to return true. And then, let's see if we got some code to run. Boom. I'm going to create like a little image classifier. This is some code I've written before. It's going to classify different food images, create an image augmentation layer, and we've got a model. We're going to use just a basic ResNet 50. Bit of transfer learning. This should run pretty fast. Epoch number 1. Boom, look at that. That's running on the Titan X in the background now. The longest step is going to be actually the The training will go pretty fast, but because there's almost 4 times as many test images, look at that, 11 seconds per epoch. We come up here. There we go. That Titan is running at full capacity. Not sure if you can see it. Look at that fan just spinning. Here we go. There is nothing more beautiful in the world than seeing a deep neural network train. Actually, there's probably a few things, but this is up there. This is probably top 3. Look at that run through on the GPU. We got about 8 seconds per epoch. So that's about equivalent to what you'd get on a Colab GPU running this. I could fiddle around with the batch size and whatnot and make it probably a bit more optimized for using more memory, but friends don't let friends use batch sizes of more than 32. Anyway, I'm very excited for this. I've got a whole bunch of cleaning up to do, namely figuring out what kind of setup is going to happen here. I think I'm going to put this box down there and run it. I'll probably run it as someone mentioned on Twitter. I can run a VS Code extension from my MacBook Pro and SSH into that machine. So that's probably what I'll do. So I can just write code on one computer, but execute it on another. So basically this will just set up as I'll set this up as a physical VM, just sitting here maybe. But I'm not sure. Anyway, check all the links in the description below for everything, and there's probably something I'm missing, so if I am, I'll add a little outro after this, but otherwise, happy building, happy coding, keep learning, keep creating. I'll see you next time.